Field in Landover, Maryland. Today, rivals square off in the NFC East, and we've got a great matchup between the Dallas Cowboys and the Washington Commanders. Here's the former Cornhusker Brett Maher to get this one started. And we are underway from FedEx Field. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. Here's Gibson to start the drive. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
I would think as a play call, you want to look for some quick hitters to your tight end. Any type of a route to replace where that linebacker was. Because when you saw the speed with which he reacted and stuffed that play, maybe use that speed against him in the future.
On play action, Wentz. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll run with Gibson. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Going with their tight end on 4th. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
I'm laughing because I'm not so sure I would have made this call. I'm not so sure I would have said, yeah, let's go ahead and get this one, especially at this point of the game. But give him credit. He had a feeling and carried it through.
Yeah, that's one where you think, okay, if you're down, 2 minutes left, the ball's near midfield, you go for it. But at this stage, at that part of the field, but like you said, it worked. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. First carry of the game for Brian Robinson. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Second down and a run by Robinson. And he'll be tackled at the 45 following a gain of just 2. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Robinson will try to pick it up. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
3rd and 2 and they ran the ball for only 1 yard and everybody's going to scream at the offense. Well, let's give a lot of credit to the defense on that play. Defensive front out leveraged the offensive line. They got more people to the football. Yeah, they won that battle in a big way, and they're forcing a big decision now by the guys on offense.
They'll run for it with Robinson. And some room to work. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Good spot on the field to go for it. Kind of no man's land, as they call it, and it worked out.
Yeah, they call it no man's land because your punter is telling you it's too short. I'm just going to punt it into the end zone. Your field goal kicker might give you a little raised eyebrow. Might be too far for the field goal, so it gives you a great chance to go for it. Personally, if you have those tendencies to be aggressive as a head coach, you kind of like this spot because it gives you the decision to go ahead and go for it when you want to anyway.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home. Hey, check my.
Now they'll throw it. Wentz. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 34 yards. And the Commanders get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Right off the bat, they start with a very solid, methodical 10-play drive.
And you know me, I tend to look at things from the defensive side. They're coming off the field gassed right away. We're in the first drive of the game. So it's not just what happened, but think of the emotion you carry into a game. Then double it with getting a 10-play drive put on you and points scored. They're pretty tired right now.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to... The 29. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. A first down throw for Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. To throw is Prescott. His throw incomplete.
I want to see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1. They'll run for it with Pollard. That's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So after the conversion on 4th, here's 1st and 10 just outside of the red zone. Here's Pollard again. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the 1st on 3rd. To Lamb, he pulls it in. What a catch. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Boy, that completion comes with a high degree of difficulty, especially on the catch. Had to look that one in one-handed, able to do so, and ends up picking up a 1st down as well.
1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll try to run it in, going option right. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
That was well coached and even better executed because you saw him looking for the cutback lane, never materialized, and had excellent pursuit to stack that play up.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. So now things get interesting on 3rd and goal from the 1.
This almost becomes a Darwinian call, doesn't it? Almost survival of the fittest here. I know we can go all cliche. I'll go ahead and do it. Who wants it more here? Who has a better leverage at the line of scrimmage? Let's go and see what happens.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Pollard again. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone. Prescott to throw on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the Commander defense able to hold. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them. Well, he got what he could there, just trying to move forward and gain a little bit of yardage and create some space. You know the pressure is going to be tough defensively.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Check 55, check 55. Lefty. Check 24, check 24. You ram. You got tight right there. Let's go.
Robinson with another carry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
They were just trying to give their offense a little more room down near their own goal line, but this is just going to make things worse.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Mike 14, kill. Mike 14. All day, dog. 14's the mic. 14's the mic. Here we go.
In his own end zone, it's Wentz. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. So a little more space to work with here from the 13 on 1st and 10.
Hey, check Mike 6. I smell fear in that offense.
A run here for J.D. McKissick. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Slot man moves right. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wentz taking a shot for Samuel. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they time it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot him.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now Wentz on 3rd down. Slings this deep from McLaurin. It got his man complete. 20. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Commanders go up by 2 touchdowns. What a first half he is compiling here. He's already over 100 yards receiving and now 2 touchdowns, CD.
Brandon, you know I don't like to play the game where you start projecting when you're at a certain point. Well, let's face it, he's off to a tremendous start. So 200 yards, 4 touchdowns. I don't think anything's out of the question right now. He's blowing up coverages. You got to double him every snap. Otherwise, he's going to defeat you on almost every play.
The extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore. Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Got his man there complete to Gallup. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. 2nd down and 7. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Open man Lamb. It's complete. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
This offense is starting to get into rhythm. A nice quick throw there on target. Able to pick up another 1st down. First down, Prescott.
And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Throwing, Prescott. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamin Davis. And the Commanders are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone and tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Prescott off play action. Forced out to it. Oh, Prescott stripped. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the 2nd half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The slot man in motion right. 4th down, Prescott. Being chased out left. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. Now the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. But down 2 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to go for it. They must have thought they had a play to dial up that they could get it. Well, didn't work out.
They must have thought, as you pointed out, they had a play, and they were probably looking at the number of possessions that they thought were left in the game. And down 2 scores, they must have felt like they couldn't risk not taking a shot here and giving up that chance.
A carry now for McKissick. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Possibly a good spot here to take a shot as they come out with 3 receivers to the left on 2nd and less than a yard. They'll go again with McKissick. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I know at times today's NFL sure feels like everything's about the guy throwing the football. But if you got a guy who can run it and move it and gain this type of yardage, you'll take him each and every time.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
You better be afraid of me. Pick the edge. 57. Tighten up.
They'll run with McKissick. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. They will run it. It's McKissick. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. And on third down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Check 4. Hey, check 4.
Completes it to Samuel. Touchdown, Washington. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz.
God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted. East Coast, the 6'4's hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. Neither one play games when swinging for them fences. We want the finer things that's expensive. That hit them either close range or at a distance. If God for me, why bother? I got my game from the Godfather. Top of the food chain, rock bottom. And handle my business when it was my problem. G. Flossing with a gold chain. I got my Turkish rope with matching gold things. Bomber jacket in the winter, it's a cold game. I met some East Coast up in Spokane. Some of the realest in this dope game. I got my curly top looking like special ed. Clean fade on the side, bumping that red head. Clean tags when I ride, ducking the feds. East Coast, they get that bread. You end up dead. Them West Coast, they leave that spread. And now you got calling your dread head.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted.
Still trying to the riches.
East Coast, the 6'4's hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. 4th and inches. I'm finna hit a lick and handle business. I got her down. She real vicious. Rock-a-bye, baby. No witness.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Green Bay Packers and the Washington Commanders. The veteran Joey Sly set to get us started, and we are underway in our nation's capital. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Slot man moves right. Rodgers going to the air to start things out. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Throwing now is Rodgers. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And he goes out right around the 39. 7 yards there and a first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Throwing on 2nd and long. Rodgers. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And here's a diving catch made behind the line of scrimmage. From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw complete here on target to Tunyon. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And the slot man goes in motion left. From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. Throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And he's going to have a Packers first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. Ball at the 26. 2nd and 7. On play action. Now Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. To throw, it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive. Stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Rodgers going to go on 4th down. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Wentz bringing the Commanders up for 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27. Here's McKissick. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Sunday. Mike 20. I got one. Hey, Mike 20. Watch the curl.
Now Wentz. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Calling a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Now that's absolutely frustrating for a defender. Had a chance to get him on the ground before he got to the sideline, but what great vision and understanding where he is on the field as he headed for the marker and picked up the 1st down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's a handoff out of the gun. He'll take it past the 40 to the 41, 2nd down.
Well, they always talk about playing great team defense, and that was an excellent example right there. Everyone on assignment, no one in the wrong spot, everyone filling their gaps.
This to McLaurin out on the left side. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. No score after 1 on EA Sports. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 11 more on that one and another 1st down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
2nd and 6.
Check. Crouch. Let's 5-7. Crouch. Check 50.
Hands it off out of the gun. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
That run wasn't a big breaker, but I don't think the guys on offense mind very much. They've got a nice drive going, and they might just be luring the defense in a little bit. They could probably come back with a play action, maybe go over the top. But right now, on this drive, their playbook is open.
Solid.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
Watch your slack. Watch your slack. Watch your slack.
Snap coming at 1. Now Wentz. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
The slot man in motion right. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Flush to his right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Got a man. That's Lazard. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A gain there of 21 yards.
Second and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
To throw again on second down. Rodgers out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And it's a Packers touchdown. Aaron Jones. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Packers post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Taken from about the 12. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Flushed out right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Mike 20, lefty, lefty. Let's get it. Kill.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Here's Wentz to throw. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Rashawn Gary drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
You can't stop me.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt. Fielded at the 33. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Slot man moves right. On play action, Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. Rodgers sliding to a stop with a 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. The slot man in motion right. Rodgers now on 1st down. Flush to his right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. Open man left side. It's the tight end, Tunyon. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this 1st half.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a play fake. Rodgers. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Just showed us a pretty good football IQ there. Didn't have anyone open. Did have a receiver in the area. Didn't want to take the sack, just wanted to get rid of it, and successfully did so. Does
open himself to a pretty good shot taken there at the end, but you're right. Good job getting rid of it. On play action, it's Rodgers. Looking sideline, incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This is a game, Charles, it's been fairly starved for offense. Really not much in that first half. We'll see if they can get something going here as we look toward the 3rd quarter.
And not just a chance to finally get a little more offense going, but to erase that small deficit they currently trailed by. I think they'd send a pretty powerful message to the opposite sideline if they drive it right down the field coming out of the half.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chatter right now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
On play action, it's Wentz. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Working from the gun, Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. He'll get this into the hands of Antonio Gibson. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 34 yards.
I don't care what level of football you played. This one was a universal, wasn't it? When we were kids and we played touch football, remember we get in these positions and you just say, everybody go long and hope someone would come free.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
20, Mike 20. Let's go. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Shoot. Check. Kill.
Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Second and 9. Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Shotgun now for Wentz. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Hey, Mike 20.
Wentz going to go on 4th down. And he finds McLaurin. And this is going to wind up working out just fine as he'll have a Washington first down. And an exhale there as they convert on 4th.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here.
Check it.
Now, Wentz again. A throw to the flat here for McKissick. Touchdown! J.D. McKissick. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Commanders are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving. And my initial thought was that maybe he was just trying to blindly throw this one away, and maybe he was. But he's going to get away with it because as he tried to throw it over the left sideline there's a receiver right there in the area, so no grounding call.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Rodgers, he's going to launch this deep for Watson. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. It's Tariq Castro-Fields who picked it. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Second and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 9.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Jahad Dotson, 41 yards. And the Commanders have scored again in this 3rd quarter, this time to move out in front. Well, Charles, I think you and I both agree these guys were outplayed in that first half, and the scoreboard reflected that, but they've come out since halftime. They've looked like a different team.
And it makes you wonder what was said and done in that locker room because they've made some nice adjustments, and they're executing better. I think they got some fiery guys on that sideline that had a few things to say at the half, and now they've come out with a vengeance.
The extra point by Sly is up and good, and that makes the score 14-7. after the made field goal. Here's Sly to kick this one away. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
On first down, Rodgers. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. From Commander's territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second down and 3. To throw is Rodgers. Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
No grounding call there. He had a receiver near the right sideline. It was pretty clear there. He just needed to get rid of that one.
And he did have a receiver in the area, but initially my view was obstructed, and I thought that was going to be grounding, but clearly the correct call made, and that is no call.
Is that why you threw your play sheet down? Is that why you did it? Was that the flag?
You can't be giving me up. I got a lot of issues up here in the booth. Good contain. No gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down. Rodgers gotta have this one. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. A new lease on life after the 4th down conversion. Here's 1st and 10. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. And he'll just get rid of it.
I like what he showed me in this game because he certainly has understood when it was time to scramble with the ball. On this play, he shows me that he knows when to throw it away as well.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Rodgers. This one swung out here to Jones. And it's a Packers touchdown. Aaron Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Extra point try now for Crosby. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
That ties the game at 14. Mason Crosby, the kickoff will bring back.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
It may be only a gain of 3 yards, but that back, he deserves a lot more credit on the play. That could have easily been stopped at the line, but his vision and his determination found some space to turn it into that modest gain.
Check 26, check 26. Check. Fresno. Switch.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
That's a safety cream.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
Mike 20. I'm here all day. Mike 20. 2J.
Now Wentz. Flushed out right. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's a pickup of 12 and a Commander's first down. It was a solid check down there with pressure coming, wasn't it?
It was, because you're trying to go through your progression, and when you have that type of pressure in your face, it changes what you're doing and how fast you have to do your reads, and able to come back and find him in open space. That's a really nice play.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score.
Check hot route. Hot. Deuce. Check. Kill. 49. Go. Check 49.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Under 10. Watch out. Check. Great 57.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
So they'll try to move the ball closer here on 3rd down. A field goal from this spot would be just inside of 60 yards, 59 to be exact. Back to throw. Wentz rolling to his right. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Wentz finding McLaurin there for the Commanders first. first down. They'll go to the ground attack. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Sly able to put this one through. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. The football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now Rodgers. Watson making the catch. And he's going to have a first down as he stops the clock with 12 seconds left to play. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
You have to like the play calling, because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. To throw is Rodgers. To Dobbs, and he hauls it in. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion. Back to throw, Rodgers.
Completes it again to Dobbs. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. And he did exactly what they needed him to do, Charles. Got out of bounds. They have no timeouts.
And they knew that before the play even began. Still executed it. How many times have we seen it happen where you know it, yet a guy's still looking for a timeout or trying to stay in bounds? He got it done.
One final try now for Rodgers. Throw right side, hauled in by Dobbs. What a game we were treated to in this one. And on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final shot, but couldn't get it done, and they suffered the loss.
Yeah, and you mentioned how they had a chance on that final play, and getting it to midfield gave them that opportunity, hoping they could find their way to the end zone and make that miracle happen. A really good ending to an entertaining contest, though.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Commanders pick up the victory as we say so long from our nation's capital.